welcome to this week's episode of Uncommon Sense on UNDY TV. The deadlines this week, hoping your undies stay on and don't fall off. Mathura's lassi vendors battle with kulhards. Yes, we had the Battle of Plassey in 1757, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present you the Battle of Lassi 2025. No British, no Mughals, just two dairy dons flinging kulhards at each other, like they're auditioning for a Bhojpuri film. If you don't believe me, take a look. Sunny Bao takes on President Hump on the tariff problem. Please watch.
तारीफ पे तारीफ तारीफ पे तारीफ तारीफ पे तारीफ मिल रहा है ट्रम्प, लेकिन इंसाफ नहीं मिला तो है सिर्फ तारीफ। छड्डा, जाके ट्रम्प को समझाओ कि ऐसे धमकियां बाजार में बहुत बिकते हैं। It's a great country, I love India. Prime Minister Modi is a friend of mine. That's one reason why I'm saying tariff पे tariff, tariff पे tariff. और जब ये 2.5 किलो का हाथ पड़ता है ना, तो आदमी उठता नहीं, उठ जाता है। Elon!
And that's all the deadlines we have for you this week on UNDY TV. Moving on to the next segment. Tonight, the nation wants to cringe. Dear viewers, LGBTQ, ABC, XYZ, blah blah, and all those who identify as a broken remote, because they've been hurled at the TV every time Doorknob Gooswami speaks. While I deal in self-deprecation, he specializes in self-defecation. In fact, he has mastered the art so much that Snuggie has patented a diaper for the diarrhea that comes out of his mouth. Doorknob Gooswami, the man who thinks journalism means screaming louder than the truth, fact and basic human decency combined. The man whose idea of a debate is 10 people on a Zoom call, all muted, except himself, of course. You know, just like a democracy, why don't you please watch? Are we ready to start? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, and I use those terms very loosely tonight, welcome to my show. The only show where I speak and don't let other people speak. Joining me tonight are 10 experts, but only as usual I will speak. Joining me from the Supreme Court, advocate and part-time WhatsApp University gold medalist, Mr. Bhakt Singh. Welcome, sir. I would like to hear your thoughts. No! You are wrong! I will tell you what you are thinking, and you are thinking like a Pakistani. How dare you! My show! Now let's move on to the next professor. Hence he is an anti-national. Answer me in yes or no. Have you ever not eaten idlis in 1997, sir? No. How can you? No! Sir, this is not your college classroom. This is my studio. This is not a debate. I am both referee and sole participant. Look, sir, look. I have the documents. I have the emails, and I have your tomato order history from 2012. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not about politics. How can he come on my show and speak to me like that? How dare you? What did you say? Producer, take me to the main frame. The nation wants to know. How dare you? Ladies and gentlemen, and that's all we have tonight. I have screamed for 47 minutes straight, and I'm glad that you're a part of my show. All of you from the panel, thank you for joining. Signing off because the nation has passed out. Thank you, everyone. He's not a news anchor. He's a fishermonger selling fish at Trafford Market. Every night he sets himself on fire, yells Pakistan, and expects a Pulitzer. Well, he needs a howitzer. And let's not forget that trademark line, the nation wants to know. No, Mr. Gooswami. The nation wants you to shut the hell up so it can know something else from someone else. For once, all shouting no grammar, zero logic, and one lonely fact, which is dying in one corner. He treats nuance. Let's face it, he doesn't do interviews, he conducts public executions of rational thought. Once he invited a historian to talk about the Constitution and ended up blaming Nehru for bad Wi-Fi and dark humor. His entire career is built on nothing. The man made Sushant Singh Rajput's death into a Netflix genre. True crime, alternate reality, supernatural thriller, all starring himself as India's last hope and India's first embarrassment internationally. I mean, somewhere in his studio is a switch labeled moral compass, permanently fused to drama queen mode. And have you noticed? Every time he asks a question, he immediately answers it, like a schizophrenic quizmaster trapped in his own echo chamber. Doorknob isn't biased, he's a one-man state-sponsored hallucination, a cheap Ahuja loudspeaker disguised as a journalist, the love child of propaganda and theatre. And if he lies, had a mascot, he'd be holding up a mic and screaming in HD. In conclusion, dear Doorknob Gooswami, you're not the voice of India, you're the ringtone of a fading democracy. Annoying, repetitive, and impossible to shut off without breaking something. But hey, at least you're consistent, like constipation. Loud, painful, and entirely full of feces. Well, viewers, that was Uncommon Sense on UNDY TV this week. As usual, please like, share, subscribe, and comment on my YouTube channel because your feedback matters. Thank you. Cheers, no fears. Jai Hind.